good enough. This government has a responsibility to protect the reef, and it's not just a legal responsibility, although of course it is that. It's also a moral responsibility, a responsibility that it seems to be doing all it can to shirk. We saw over the weekend some Freedom of Information documents released by the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority that in fact show the science is clear that dumping is dangerous in the reef, that offshore dumping of this sludge to make coal ports bigger and deeper for yet more export is damaging the reef and in fact should not proceed. We know, sadly, Minister Hunt ignored that science and approved the expansion of Abbott Point anyway, such that we will now have the world's largest coal port in a World Heritage Area. Now, I personally think that's utterly horrific, and I think you'll find many in the community would agree. So hence our concern about the disclosure of these submissions. The public have a right to know what favours are the mining industry seeking, what weakenings have they sought in reef protection, have they had any truck with the minister, have any quiet negotiations behind closed doors gone on, and why is the federal government not making this their responsibility? It's not okay for the minister to say, well, we're not running the process, it's nothing to do with us, go away, not our problem. It is our problem, it's all of our problems. It's the problem of the 63,000 people who need a healthy reef for their job, and it's a problem for our budget bottom line, given that the reef brings in $6 billion every year and could continue to do so into the future if we look after it. So we'll be pursuing this issue of making those submissions public. I'm disappointed so far that the minister has said, oh look, he's liaising, but don't call us, we'll call you. That's not good enough. We need those public submissions disclosed if the public is to have any confidence in this process of a strategic assessment for the reef. So we'll be following this up, and rest assured that the public cares very much about our reef and wants to know that its interests are being put ahead of the interests of the big mining companies and the interests of the Abbott government in doing favours to the mining industry. Thanks, Mr Acting Deputy President.
So the question is the Senate take note of the response to the resolution. All those of that opinion say aye. The contrary, no. The ayes have it.